Hey everyone, I'm Anya the Aviator. Welcome back to my channel. I can't wait to discuss with you what it's like being a pilot and during the holiday season. So I'm gonna run through a few trips or a few days with me. I hope that you enjoy them, but one thing that I know for sure, the holiday season is about friends and family, and it's about feeling that closeness. If you can't all year, this is the time to focus on it. But the season always reminds me of steadiness. So let's talk about that as we go through this journey. Welcome. Well, every trip definitely always starts with packing. You might have caught the fact that I had to pack a bathing suit, but I'm also packing a jacket because this is one of those trips that go through warm and cold weather, considerably cold and considerably warm. So, gotta pack for both. Time to get ready, a little bit of makeup, hair per usual. Someone asked me recently why I put my hair in a bun. It's not required. It's just a lot of times it's easier than putting heat on my hair every day with the flat iron. I tried to pack my food so that I don't eat too much out on the road. The pre-made meals are definitely my favorite, and they are so tasty. Uniform time and to head to work. This is usually the time that I'm thinking about what all I have to take with me, just making sure I have all my required items before I leave out the door. Like I said earlier in this video, this is a holiday trip, so it is flying over Thanksgiving. And traveling over the holidays for crew members can sometimes be bittersweet. If you're junior, sometimes you can get really good trips. Like this one, I would consider a really good trip. I have very long layovers. Oh yeah, I had to get some wings, I was hungry. Not only can you get to better destinations over the holidays, but you can also get longer layovers with later report times and usually like 1 or 2 flights a day. And that's kind of what I had on this trip, so I was pretty excited. This is my normal walk, of course, into the flight deck and getting everything prepared for another safe departure. 1 flight to Toronto, then an overnight, and 2 flights the next day. It should be smooth all the way there. We thank you again for joining us and welcome on board. We arrived to Toronto about 5 p.m. and you already know how the wintertime is. It already is very dark outside. So we're just gonna head there. She has her on her coat. You can tell it's definitely winter weather. And I have on my uniform jacket to head to the van. We're now getting picked up from the van driver to head to our hotel and get a good night's rest. Year after year, one thing that I've noticed to be true is that the winter time and the summertime are the busiest, not just for flying, but also for me, for friends, family, and all the other expectations and celebrations that may be occurring throughout the year. My only real rest time that I feel like is during the spring and the fall. So during busy times like this, it's hard to find a place to be steady. It's hard to find a place to sit down and rest and focus on yourself truly. And I think that's where sometimes those winter blues come in for a lot of people. Either life is too busy or life is too quiet. And so it's so important to just have some resets or things that you're looking forward to. I try to find the little small delights in even the things that seem bad. So just stick with me and see some more awesome moments from this 4-day trip. Although we had an afternoon report today, we have a early 5:15 van in the morning. So you saw me setting my alarm for 4 a.m. and it is time to get some sleep. But I like a little TV, so I bring my Fire Stick with me to make it easy for me to watch the TV shows that I want to watch on my layovers. Just a little tip from a crew member. It is dark and early, and it is time to get the day started. But just as early as it is, I'm actually really excited again because we're going just to Atlanta and then headed to Aruba. So from the cold to the nice warm sun and the beaches. All right, it's almost time to head down to the van. 30 minutes, but it only takes me 5 to do my makeup, so just getting that done and headed out the door shortly. I've been asked a few times, do I handle my own hotels and transportation to and from the airport? And thankfully, no. The airline actually handles all of that. And it's really great because there's teams that choose the hotels that we go to, the transportation that we use, and day-to-day operations for accommodation. So it's really nice to be able to just get to work and have all of those things figured out for you. So I've said it before and I'll say it again. There are so many jobs in the airline industry if you just want to go look for one. It's a great place to be. We have a 6:15 departure, so time to get these safety checks done, put in my headsets, and get the day started. Thank you again for joining us and welcome on board. We landed in Atlanta about 8:45 in the morning, so it's nice and bright now for us to head to our gate and head to the overnight that I said I was excited for, which is Aruba. The plane train. Please hold on. The next stop is for E-Gate. This is an example of how being a crew member can be affecting your lifestyle a little bit. I was getting a light installed into my office, and yeah, I was on FaceTime trying to tell him how high the light needed to be because I don't have anyone else at home to figure that out for me quite yet. So yep, this is how we fit things in between flights, and maybe why you see some pilots on their phones sometimes or some flight attendants just trying to handle between flights what we can't do because we're in the air most of the day. You might have noticed that I had to go to one gate from another, and that is called a plane swap. So I had one for this trip today. Pushing back here very shortly, I do have one special announcement that I want to make to Keisha in 14B. It is her birthday. Happy birthday, Keisha. It's so fun to do shout outs like that. I really enjoy it, and not surprisingly so that it happens most of the time when we're going to the Caribbean, where there's some kind of special event or a special occasion that we can give our best wishes to. Well, we have arrived in Aruba, and I am so happy to feel this sun. It's very different than being in Canada just a few hours earlier in the day. Oh, I'm always so grateful for a balcony. Look how beautiful this is. We landed about 3:20 p.m. and there's no time to waste. There's sunlight outside, so I'm going to head to the beach and then go to dinner and enjoy the rest of this Aruba layover. I mean, why wouldn't you try to experience all of this nice, warm sunshine and weather during a winter month? Oh my gosh, look at this. It's so great to escape from Atlanta just for a day. I stayed for the sunset, went and got dinner, and that was the end of day 2 of my 4-day trip. The next morning, I woke up pretty early because I really wanted to feel that sun on my skin again. And yes, I went back to the beach to go lay out again because, hey, you gotta use it while you can. Went back to the room to go charge my headsets up because it was time to get a little bit of lunch. I didn't have to leave until 3 p.m. So I went ahead and went to this restaurant that opened up at 11. That way I could have a nice walk and have some great food before I continued my day. And trust me, they did not disappoint. These walks and all of these places just give me so much peace. And something that I remember almost every year around this time is that steadiness matters more than momentum. Not forcing rest, not forcing the grind, just keeping my footing, waking up as early as I can, moving my body, showing up prepared, and protecting the parts of my day that keep me grounded. I decided to take a quick nap here, and you see me dusting out my shoes and a few other items, packing up mostly so that I don't have anything else to do but get dressed after this nap. I got a good hour or so of sleep, and I am ready to pack up and get ready to go. My hair got a little bit wet, so definitely need to go in and blow dry that out so that I look presentable for the rest of the day. Today is a flight to Atlanta and then a flight to Burlington, Vermont. So again, cold to hot, hot to cold. But you know what? This trip is still really, really awesome. It has 2 very long layovers, 24 hours in Aruba and 28 hours in Vermont. So I'm happy. Anytime I can have a longer overnight and just 1 to 2 flights a day, that is a win in my book for sure. For the rest of you crew members, what kind of trips do you like? Drop them in the comments below. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but a lot of people ask me what is my favorite layover, and I promise you Aruba is it. It's not only where we stay and how beautiful it is, but I love the fact that we can go through customs inside of Aruba instead of having to do it in Atlanta. That may seem like small potatoes to some people, but man, it's the little things sometimes that make the biggest difference. So I'm very grateful for it. We have about a 4:35 departure. I think we got there a little bit early, so it's probably about 3:45 at this time, just getting everything prepared for our flight. It was about 4 hours from takeoff to touchdown, and we got to our gate at about 7:54 p.m. So another plane swap, headed over to our gate for Burlington, Vermont, and excited to be done for the evening as we'll be arriving at 11:35 p.m. Remember I talked about missing family on the holidays? Well, this is Thanksgiving, and our airlines really encourage us to have our family join us for the holidays. So this is my mom and her husband, and they're coming with me to Burlington, Vermont. And yes, I know it's colder than Atlanta, but it's a very cute city. So they wanted to come on this long overnight with me, and I'm so very grateful because it doesn't feel like I'm missing family. I walked them over to their hotel and then walked back to mine for a good night's sleep because now it's after midnight and it's well deserved. I tend to giggle inside a little bit on trips like these because to think I was on a beach in a bathing suit and then the next day I'm putting on a scarf and a hat, it's just so funny to me. And I got the gloves too because that cold air don't play and I don't play with it. It's so nice to have my mom there. She's just excited and just has great energy. So it's always fun exploring new places with her.
Their new construction looks really good. Like that building over here.
Yeah.
They're like twins.
We had a great walk to this restaurant. We saw they had oysters on the menu and we just could not wait. They were amazing. And of course, fresh, being that we were in the Northeast region. And we really did it up with the seafood. The fish, shrimp, everything was just amazing and so fresh. The sun came out for us today and it was just such a beautiful day. We waited for the beautiful sunset and watched that as it went down. But you all know we weren't done with the evening. We headed over to Church Street and visited the area that's kind of like a city center, I guess you would say. I don't know what you would call this area. So anyone that knows this, please put it in the comments below. But they were already decked out for Christmas and It was just really pretty. It reminded me of like the movies with the Christmas stories and the love stories and whatnot. And especially at night, oh my gosh, it just became so magical that evening. We found this tucked in little place for dinner, and I spent the rest of the evening next to a fire pit to warm my toes before it was time to go to bed. And I know I already have one more flight to go back to Atlanta, but overall, I just really felt like this was a great little trip. I can't wait to do something like this again, where it's just a few legs per day, nice long overnights, have my family there, and or a beach. I mean, it can't get better than that. But no matter how great a trip is, it's nothing better than go home day. So I'm ready to head to Atlanta and get everybody back to their destination, including flying my mom and her husband back as well. We have a 6 a.m. departure to Atlanta, so it is still dark and early, but it's so peaceful. Get to plug up my headphones, everybody's happy. We are an on-time departure for this flight as well, so just doing my checks and then headed to Atlanta.
And 1 departure as well. 4 dew point -3 altimeter.
Okay, right in the back. Primarily for your safety. However, if there's anything. Good morning, Maya, and happy Thanksgiving. This is Captain Anya Curran saying hello. I want to introduce you to the 737. It's a beautiful airplane and it goes all over, especially in the Caribbean. So we'll see you soon. Hopefully you'll be sitting in this seat one day. I would love to have you as my pilot. See ya. Happy Thanksgiving. We were in the gate at 8:57. After the passengers deplane, I took a little time to make this quick video that was requested by our community engagement team. Well, that's my trip for Thanksgiving. I'm about to head home and see if anybody left me any Thanksgiving leftovers. I wanted to make this perspective from a holiday season with a crew member because not everybody's story is like this, where you get to have these treasured moments on your trips. So just be mindful of that and treat everybody well as we head into our next year of 2026. I'm hoping you enjoyed that video, and I hope that you realize maybe a little bit different that you didn't expect from a pilot's perspective when we're out here making sure that you all make it safe to your friends and family and getting all of your packages too, because yes, my cargo pilot friends deal with a lot of different things during the holiday season too. As always, thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you on another video. Please subscribe and see you in the skies.